Alright guys, it's Curiosity3 here, and welcome to the NXT Takeover Chicago 2018 predictions. Yes, the time I'm recording this is the 15th, so you should see this video later on today. So, we've got 5 matches on the card. Sadly, no NXT North American Championship match. Which is pretty weird, but I do like the card that we're getting. Something different. Some matches I'm very excited for. So let's just get right down on the card. 5 matches to get through. Let me see. I think there's 2 pay-per-view debuts as well. I think there's 2 of them. And let's just get right down to it. So the first match we're going to be starting off is a singles match. So this guy has made his pay-per-view debut in the last takeover during that inaugural NXT North American Championship match, and these two guys are going to go at it. This is going to be something interesting. No, I haven't really kept up to date with NXT lately. I've just been watching the highlights that's people been uploading onto YouTube, so I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure this will be the opening match, and a lot of people are going to be hyped as the show goes on. So we're going to be starting off with the Velveteen Dream taking on Ricochet. It's Ricochet's singles match on a takeover show. Very exciting. So I'm going to go with Ricochet, just because of the things that I've seen him do in WCPW, or it's now called Defiant Wrestling, as well as stuff that he's done in Japan, where he's had matches with Will Ospreay and such. I really like Velveteen Dream's character. However, considering that it's going to be Ricochet's singles pay-per-view debut, I think they're going to give it to Ricochet, just for the stuff that he does, especially before coming into WWE on the NXT brand. So this will be something very, very good, very, very exciting. I can't wait to see what these guys will pull off, but I can tell this will be the opening match. If not, then, well, I'm sure it'll be a good match anyway. Then the next match we have is the NXT Tag Team Championship, the Undisputed Era, with Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, because Bobby Fish is still out in an injury, and they're going to be taking on, I believe the team name is called 1-2, but they are the team of Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. I don't know much of Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. I've seen a few matches with Oney Lorcan, and I believe he's lost the majority of those matches. Danny Burch, I have no idea who he is, but seeing as that they've been given a tag title opportunity, I do feel like we're going to see some new NXT Tag Team Champions for the most part. I think we're going to be seeing Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan winning the NXT Tag Team Championships from Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. I do feel like Adam Cole is going to get involved. I also feel like, because they're nowhere to be seen on this card, I do feel like it will lead up to the UK Championship tournament, because the Undisputed Era, both O'Reilly, Strong and Adam Cole will be facing the team of Pete Dunne, Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. You know, we've seen those teams go at it on episodes of NXT. Pete Dunne retained his UK title against Kyle O'Reilly on this week's episode of NXT. And yeah, so this will lead up more to the UK Championship show that's happening on this Monday, which I was going to go. Unfortunately, I cannot go to it because I couldn't afford it. But I will probably give out my review for the UK tournament otherwise. But anyway, enough of me just rambling on about that. So I feel like Adam Cole is going to get involved, and then we'll see Pete Dunne try to chase Adam Cole away, and then we'll probably see, you know, Trent Seven and Tyler Bate come out as well, just to even the odds and whatever. Who knows? causing Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch to pick up the win and become the new NXT Tag Team Champions, which I do feel like O'Reilly and Roderick Strong are probably going to get a rematch clause on the UK Championship on night 2, because night 1 is just the tournament matches plus a number 1 contenders match to face Shayna Baszler, which we'll get into in a sec, and we've also got the oh Jesus, what was that called? I'm just trying to think from the top of my head. I apologise, guys. There was another match on the UK show. No, it seems to be tournament matches. The Fatal 4-Way, number 1 contenders women's title match, and then the British Strong Style versus Undisputed Era. So yeah. Anyway, again, I apologise. I was rambling on about that. Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, new champions, and then a rematch clause will probably be on night 2 of the UK Championship, on the UK Championship show. So yeah, that's how I feel that's going to go on. So new champions, I'm predicting. And then the next match that's going on is Shayna Baszler putting the NXT Women's title on the line against Nikki Cross. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering why Nikki Cross didn't even get drafted onto the SmackDown brand. I think they just want to build her up before she gets put onto the main roster. Now, it was confirmed by Killian Dane that Nikki Cross is still with the Sanity tag team, so she hasn't really left. So I think they're just building up Nikki Cross's character before she gets pulled onto the main roster and joins the rest of Sanity. However, Shayna Baszler won the title from Ember Moon on the last takeover. I do feel like Shayna's going to keep it for a little while longer. That's just how I feel. Nikki Cross, I really like her stuff. I've seen a few things that she's done this year in NXT. Although I feel that Shayna will keep the title on for a bit longer. So I'm going to go with Shayna Baszler for this one. And then next up we have, I was going to put this to last, but I feel like I will get this out of the way. Which I do think it will be a main event again. But we are going to go with a street fight, a rematch from the last takeover, which was amazing, by the way. So round 2, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in a street fight. I don't know if this will be better than what we saw at the last takeover. Gargano got his job back by defeating Tommaso in what was an incredible match, by the way, which was an unsanctioned match. So it does feel the same as what we saw from the last takeover. I do feel like Johnny Gargano is going to win this. I mean, I don't really see Tommaso winning this. Tommaso Ciampa to me feels like the Bray Wyatt of NXT, where Bray Wyatt pulled up these incredible rivalries. He faced Cena, he's faced Daniel Bryan, the rivalry with Jericho, Rollins, Reigns, Ambrose, and Bray Wyatt pulls up these incredible rivalries, these incredible promos, and then Bray Wyatt just loses it at a pay-per-view. But anyway, I do feel like that's Tommaso Ciampa's gimmick. I feel like he's the Bray Wyatt of NXT. So I am going to go with Johnny Gargano. It wouldn't really surprise me if Tommaso wins, just to even out the odds, and then probably the next takeover, which is NXT Brooklyn 4, I believe. And they're going to pull up something out of the bag to make the rivalry a lot more crazier than usual. So I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano just for what it is. I don't know if this will be a lot better, as I just said. I don't know if it'll be a lot better than the unsanctioned match that we saw at the last takeover, but we'll just have to see. So I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano to win this one, because why not? And finally, the NXT Championship match, we have Aleister Black taking on the challenger Lars Sullivan. Okay, this was something that I saw due to spoilers from you know, because a lot of websites do show up some spoilers after the takeover shows, and Lars Sullivan was the challenger. I don't know how this will turn out. Sure, Lars Sullivan has a title match, okay, because he was in the North American title tournament, a North American title match the last takeover, which was incredible. But obviously, I didn't think Lars Sullivan was going to win it. But I don't know how this will turn out. I will say that my prediction is Aleister Black because he's undefeated and he's just won a title. I do feel like they're acting Aleister Black being undefeated, he is kind of like the Asuka of NXT. There is a pattern going on here, isn't there? So Aleister Black, I think he's going to retain. So Lars Sullivan will probably not get another opportunity. I do feel like Aleister Black, he will probably lose it by the end of the year by someone like, I don't know, Ricochet, EC3. I just don't know who is a perfect fit, but I do feel like Aleister Black's going to retain us no matter what, just because he's undefeated. So yeah, I'm going with Aleister Black. And that is basically it. So those are my predictions for NXT Takeover Chicago 2018. All the predictions will be put down in the description down below in case any of you guys forgot what I just mentioned in this video, because I do this every time. Also, I do have a little drinking game that I normally do. It's down your drink for surprise returns and debuts, and when a title changes hands, including heel turns and face turns, which I highly doubt there'll be any heel turns, face turns anyway. So again, predictions, drinking rules, and my social media is in the description down below if you do want to follow me on my social media if you want to. Instagram, Twitter, I do have Kick as well if you don't want to add me on that, feel free to. So that is it, guys. That is NXT Takeover predictions done. I am Kid563, hope you enjoy Takeover this Saturday. Stay tuned for the next video, which I'll be running down Money in the Bank predictions, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye, guys.